Alright, so let's be honest with each other. You picked this video for one or two reasons. One, your life has gone downhill after 2010 jumps to 2020, and you want to go back to your glory days, or you just wanted an excuse to listen to this. Alright, that's enough, no copyright. Join me as I reminisce on the challenges from the 2000s. Hey, this intro is kind of cool. So do we all remember the infamous Ice Bucket Challenge? All of your favorite YouTubers did it back in the old days. Back before that fangle-dangle 4K stuff and before YouTubers had millions to just give away. Heck, you may have even done the Ice Bucket Challenge and recorded it just for the fun of it. I miss the simpler days like this and would go back if I could. My favorite part was at the end when they nominated their friends to participate in the challenge, and watching it get passed further and further was something you just had to be there to experience. And it had a purpose, it wasn't just pointless. I think it was for a charity or something wholesome, like recycling used children. Hashtag Team Trees. The Poison Challenge. The Tide Pod Challenge. This was as modern as natural selection can get. The evil villain known as social media convinced kids and adults alike to eat dish detergent. Yes, you heard me right, dish detergent. You can tell there were no brain cells used to do the challenge because all you had to do was set up a phone, hit record, grab a Tide Pod, say your last words, and swallow the bubbly ketchup packet. I guess when you think about it, it's not so different from having to wash your mouth out for saying a dirty word. This challenge became such a serious thing that, get this, the government actually had to tell people it was a bad idea. Just sit with me and think about this for a moment. Go ahead, sit. Do you understand there's a possibility your future boss, no, your future mayor has eaten a Tide Pod? Just let that sink in. Flash mobs. Definitely one of the more odd things to grab a generation's attention. I'll just explain it with this clip. And that's essentially it. A drive-by minus the Nerf guns and bad aim. It's you and a group of friends hopping into a car, driving to an undisclosed populated area, getting out of the car and dancing. Weird, right? As weird as it was when they were talking about them on the news, I longed for the day a car carrying 5+ complete strangers stopped on my street while I was outside. Wait, party buses are just flash mobs that never stop rolling, oh my gosh. Coke and Mentos. The Coke and Mentos challenge, in a nutshell, was a chemical reaction to make a bottle of Coke erupt like a volcano. Doing the Coke and Mentos had two sides. The normal people who want to do an experiment, and then the people who either didn't believe it actually worked, or the people who would try to drink the soda as it was exploding. Oh geez, people. The more I think about it, the more I realize a bunch of these challenges were just trying to lower the population discreetly. This really wasn't anything special. I never got to try it, but I'm all grown up now, so I guess I could still do it. Which probably doesn't work. Anyways. Charlie. Oh, you sick devil worshippers. This was a game that centered around talking to the dead. Basically, FaceTiming monsters and skeletons. Yo, Charlie.
What up, my boy?
So the way you did this was, you steal 2 pencils from your best friend, steal a piece of paper from him too while you're at it, divide the paper into 4 squares with words saying yes and no, diagonal from each other. Grab your 2 pencils, place one directly on the line separating each word, balance the other one on top of the previous pencil with it also roughly over the other line.
Now for the curse.
You say the words, Charlie, are you here? And the pencils are supposed to move to either yes or no by themselves, telling you if he is or is not present. But using my big boy brain, him moving it to no also means he's technically here. So, the bottle flip challenge. This one was pretty self-explanatory. You had to flip a water bottle and see if you can make it land upright. It was so simple but so fun, and is also the least deadly challenge on the list so far. It even advanced to people flipping the bottle and landing it on its cap, but we're not going to talk about that because that's a little bit out of my skill set. The simplest things tend to last the longest because today you could even convince your friends to do it for a little bit, just to pass by time. Which is what I would say if I had friends. The Mannequin Challenge. Oh, what a time to be alive. This banger would come on and everybody in the room would freeze. And, not to brag or anything, but I got to do the challenge with a celebrity. Can you say that, huh? Can you say that? Here's a video of it, and yep, that's me right there. Her name is 7 Streeter, and she did a song with Chris Brown. And it's all well and good that she came to our school, but we had to earn it. The radio station in our city had us compete between middle schools across the state to see which school could put out the most musicallys, which is what TikTok used to be called. Think about how our adolescent brains felt. We got to meet her celebrity, rub it in our rival's face, all at the same time, on top of us having breakfast for lunch at school, and we all know that slaps. The Cinnamon Challenge. Who in their right mind would just take over a spoonful of cinnamon, try to eat it, especially after seeing other people do it? Some of you probably did it. Even as a kid, I just knew the risk was not worth the reward, whatever made-up reward it was. There's so much more I could have talked about, but I'll end it here. Love you. Bye.